Alright, you guys know the deal. We'll give it till about a minute and then we'll get started. We'll see who's around and who's not. Getting some odds and ends squared away. We're waiting. I guess nobody's around to watch. Oh, there's one. Told me I wasn't finished cleaning up. Oh, you know what? I forgot to load up the checklist. Give me one more second. I'm not sure if I need the checklist for anything. I honestly didn't look up what Season 5's got in it. Alright, so who's our one lone watcher right now? Alright, we're going to get started right now. A little bit longer than I wanted to wait. Alright guys, tonight we've got ourselves, we'll call it the second go around, even though it's slightly different. This is going to be a combined Season 5 and Season 1 of Game of Thrones. Break is sponsored by Blowout Cards, as always. So thank you to them. So sorry I'm running a little late. My meeting got done late. So it just carries on over. So what that really means is that I probably won't have scans up until tomorrow night. I'll try and get a few of them done, you know, first thing. Alright, Season 5 first. Make you wait for Season 1. This is box 788. See how hard it is to open the wrappers. Oh, you know what? Actually, there's something I need to... I have the tape dispenser handy. Let's yeah. Let's see how easily they come out. Alright, yeah, it's going to take forever. There's a foil. There's another foil. There's a quotables. There's a foil and a relationships. That's a regular one. There's a Beautiful Death. This is one of the gold versions. There's a foil. There's a gold. Assuming that the odds are the same. So we still have another quotables to get. Obviously we didn't get either our autographs yet, but I'm only about halfway through, so and there's probably one in each row. And I stopped opening from the one row. There's quotables. A foil. There's our first autograph. And I buried all my soft sleeves. Ah. Okay, we start with Charlotte Hope as Miranda. No, I'll stay with that row. There's another Beautiful Death. That's the regular version. We saved that second autograph for the last pack. I don't know who this is. Ross O'Hennessy as Lord of Bones. take an extra second here, but doing this now so I don't have to do it later. And for anybody that's been in any of the Rittenhouse breaks with me before, I find this to be the easiest, is that each box's worth of packs, I tape them shut like that, so that way you'll get 12 of those little packets, and when you send them into Rittenhouse, I think it makes it easier on them. What do we got? Box 5191. Quotables. Nothing. Whoops. This is a foil, pretty sure. Yeah. Not like there's any crazy value to the foils, but they when you get a foil parallel, it doesn't replace the base it's in addition to, so you can feel the pack is thicker. There's our gold. It's of the Night King. Quotables. I really would have thought somebody else would have been on by now. The foil. I just stuck to a relationships card. Excuse me one quick second here. I'll need to take a drink. Oh, gained a watcher. Who's on? Hopefully somebody there to talk to. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So neither of our two watchers feel like talking. Beautiful death. Here's our the Night Watch. Now, I think these were one per case, weren't they? I know there was two, because the Dragon Glass, that's the one that was, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet if you get that. These are one per case. So Edison Tollett. Come on, focus. There it goes. And 202 of 250. And it's got a little, oh, it's like not completely glued down. It's like coming up in the corner of the window. I don't know, maybe that's like a buttonhole or part of like from a stick or something. I'm not sure. So this is two boxes in a row where one or both of the autographs are really close to the top. Alright. Carice Van Houten is Melisandre. Lino Fascioli. Come on, get in there. Oops, sorry about that. Hey, we gained another watcher. Hopefully it's a talker. Or a typer, I should say. This is box 2273. Quotables. This one the wrapper's creased over on. Hopefully the cards inside are okay. Quotables. Yeah, we're okay. Oh, this is the, what were these called? I think you get 2 of these. The reflections, 1 in 48. Okay, so you get a few of them. So this is number 9. You got Roose Bolton and Tywin Lannister. And they come in a soft sleeve already. Guess they don't want to scratch up the finish. Whoops. You know, I forgot I flipped these over. Where's the yeah, there's the case topper. Oop. And of course it's not in any kind of protection, just in the, I mean, it's not in a soft sleeve. Foil and relationship. There's our gold right there. Good old Sam. Beautiful death. first autograph. Only 3 packs left. I'm just going to open these. There's our second autograph. Okay, so we start with Hannah Waddingham. And Natalie Emmanuel. Uh, 6, 7, 9, 8. Oh, there's her autograph already. Good old Ramsey. Come on. There we go. Iwan Rion, however you pronounce it. There's Bridget Hortson Sorensen. He's got a lot of boring packs now. There's a gold relationships. Beautiful Death. I guess this is going to have our gold base card, right? We didn't get one out of this box. And there it is. Still looking for somebody to talk to. What we got here? Box 6797. Foil and relationships. Oh no, I'm making you guys wait. I'm doing this is season 5. It's a gold beautiful death. This is box 5 of season 5. Nothing to write home about yet. Got a late start. I didn't get started till 10, so just trying to play catch up now. These are golds. Beautiful Death. Quotables. Alright, we're closing in on our autographs for this box. Except for one box, they've all been in the top 2 packs roughly on each side. There's our sketch. Dan Gorman. Okay, we start with Kerry Ingram. And we have Jonathan Price. And Dan Gorman. Got ourselves a Dragon. And we got 2276. And cities keep following suit. So one of these very bottom packs, can't remember if it was all the way on the bottom or second to bottom, was a quotables. There's a quotables. There's the other quotables already. We're gaining watchers, but not talkers. Foil and a relationship. Got to be careful. You don't want to edit a document and start adding in Game of Thrones terms into it. Gold. Beautiful Death. Well, now there's at least somebody to talk to. I got a question I was just thinking about. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna have to rewatch Game of Thrones, before next spring when the new episodes start, because I've already forgotten half of it. But so the two of you that are chatting with me right now, are you pretty well versed in at least remembering what's going on? It's getting there. It's about half full. I can tell you that with the president boxes, that they're holding one case aside for us. Blowout is, but if somebody wants to buy a case, then we're not going to have it. It's so hard to tell. I mean, that there's going to be, I forget how many, it said how many boxes they were making, didn't it? Or was that the celebrity vintage that they just finished? But they're going to be heavy on boxes of, Bush and Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter, like those kind. We're jumping topics. I'll get to that in just 1 second. So, it's really hard to say how they're going to shake out. I mean, I would think with a full case, there's got to be at least, one decent, if you think about it, a lot of the presidents, I can't imagine they're going to have more than, just 1 or 2 autographs up. So there shouldn't be that much of a print run on these things. I did see that they put out a, is this a thick one or is this standard? No, that's a thick one. Alright, so we got Roger Ashton Griffiths. They put out a thing where you're going to get the base set. It was called like POTUS Wax or something like that. And Hepfor Julius Bjornsson is Gregor. So there's good old Thor. This one's, there for some reason, because it's dark, it's not, there it goes, but it's so dark to read. Yeah, so that's the only thing that worries me is how many of those are we going to get? I mean, we're only talking, there's no way you should get a double in a case. That, that'll be unacceptable. You pull 2 Bill Clintons out of the same case, that's just insanely bad for something that costs this much money. I mean, you're only talking 8 autographs, so you shouldn't have any doubles at all, no matter what. Alright, so real quick, so back to Game of Thrones. Some of the conspiracy theory or, just thoughts about the show. I was reading the backs of some of the cards from Season 7, and I was really holding out hope that Bronn somehow was going to save the one Sand sister that Cersei poisoned with giving her the kiss, the poison kiss. But it said that she died on the back of the card, so much for that. But looking at these cards, something I just thought of is, so Melisandre, the witch, when she brought Jon Snow back to life, which I think she thought that she hadn't done it. She took off her necklace and it turned out she's like some really old haggard thing. Is she dead? Or, it was like, that kind of seemed like her just kind of being done with her life. The way they did that. So, I mean, you never see her again after that point. But it just seemed like her amulet is what kept her young looking. But, you know, apparently she wasn't young at all. She just seemed like she had given up. Here's one of these reflections. So we got Robb and Caitlin Stark. Was that number 2 or 7? I think that says a 7. So yeah, but Chewbacca doesn't look any different. Or I guess you can't tell under all the fur, right? Well, unless I'm not remembering it properly, I could have sworn the last I remember seeing her was when... oh, wait a minute. No, you're right. Because... I think, now I'm trying to think. When Jon Snow went to see Daenerys, she was with him, wasn't she? Now I can't remember. So that's why I gotta watch the show again. Come January, I'll rewatch the first 7 seasons. Beautiful Death. Five packs left. There's our first autograph. Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I was really holding out hope that I would have done a little better in this draft. I was really only looking for the foils because I just like to get those. They go good with the base set. Did I get the gold out of this box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, I did. I didn't realize it. But I got killed in the draft on this one. I didn't actually redo the list yet, but I know I'm really far down. I got to be in the 60s. So I'll get some crappy autograph. I don't even think I'll be able to get the quotables. All right, Ian Beattie as Marin Trant. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. And here's our #1 spot so far, Maisie. Well, I don't know. I guess if you'd want to sketch over her. Come on, there it is. And it's the full bleed, which is nice. Come on. I'm so far down, I don't even think it'd be worth it for me to try and move up to get the foils. Figure you probably got to be in the low 30s. There you go. Where are you at in the draft? Like I said, I only real quickly looked at the list, saw where I was, and just kind of put my head down. Oh. There's our gold. You picked for the second pick. You picked the one Jason Momoa, didn't you? Autograph, I think. Those last 2 weeks were all a blur. That was way too many breaks. Yeah, fingers crossed we have a case that's just as good. The one good thing about the season one is that because it's season 1, you know, none of the specific, you know, actors, like Clark, I mean, you know, she was nobody. You know, so, not saying she wasn't nobody on the, I'm just saying in general, you know, as an actress, you know, I mean, I'd never heard of her before that. Same thing with a lot of the actors, so, you know, it wasn't like their autographs were going to be that hard to find. That's why, compared to now, where she doesn't sign at all. Well, fingers crossed for you. Anybody should have signed for Solo. I would love to know, like, yeah, you see, that's exactly the answer that people were looking for, but it took them, you know, 3 weeks after release to say anything. And the biggest thing is not releasing the checklist until the release day. That was, oh, they had an embargo by Disney. That's a load of crap. They knew that they had a bum product and they didn't want to screw over the distributors. You know, well, screw over everybody down to the hobby shops. But like the discussions for that and for Black Panther, like I would love to know what the contract is exactly. Lucien Masmati. Like how I forget who it was. Somebody had said, you know, why don't you and Hannah Murray. Like, would they, you know, Topps, would they be allowed to buy, you know, 20 autograph tickets, you know, at one of the cons and just get their cards that way? I mean, I don't go to the conventions, so I don't know the etiquette or how that works. Understood. I agree that they're probably cheap. They want to, you know, 2274. They want to pay, you know, $20 an autograph to, you know, Harrison Ford. But I just mean, would they be able to, you know, contractually be able to do that? Must be relationships stuck to that. Yep. That's the part that really makes me wonder, and I think that's what makes everybody else still buy the products. Like, I was honestly shocked that, you know, I've got to break a Last Jedi Series 2. I'm honestly shocked that that filled. But I think everybody's, you know, they keep banking on, all right, Solo was a bust and they know it was, and Topps is going to, they have to make it up to you. So they're going to make Last Jedi Series 2 be a hit because they need to, you know, bring people back. And then they'll, whatever the next one, Galaxy, they'll make that one a bust. They'll just keep alternating. And you look at that, I've been trying to fill a break of 2 cases. It's only 40 cards of archives for a month now. I'm not even half full. Everybody's afraid to touch it because they figure, there's our gold, they figure they're going to have, you know, out of 20 cards, we'll have 10 Tim Roses. There's Beautiful Death. You know what? I don't think there's anything going on with the pricing. I forget who's who, but one of them has it low. And the one that has it low, I think that's based off of the actual distributor price. Everybody else is banking on it being highly allocated and hard to get. So they're basically upping their price early on. That's the way I took it. And I mean, I honestly, I don't care one way or the other. It is what it is, you know. Because everybody's got the price up, whatever it was, $1,100 a case, except for whoever the one was, David Adams. I don't know if that's them or not. You know, and they're down at what, $850? The only thing I'd be afraid of is that David Adams, they're going to, they'll end up canceling half their orders. Because when they realize they get allocated, they'll up their price. Just like everybody else. Oh, they did it on Bombshells. Series 2 of Bombshells. Because in Series 1 was a hit. Then when they announced Series 2, everybody was on it real quick. And I'm sure that the price on 2 is higher. It's not higher because of... yeah, that's true. You think Hamill will be missing from that altogether? Alright, we have Elizabeth Cadwallader. Get in there. And Rupert Van Sittart. I want Anthony Davis signing the C3PO Boner error card. Anthony Daniels, I said Davis, didn't I? And don't forget Warwick Davis. No, I mean, I think honestly, you'll probably end up with, it's all going to be the new trilogy. You're going to have, you'll either get a Driver, a Ridley, a Boyega in every case. I wonder if he's ever signed that card. Like, if that's something like he's offended by that, or, if he would even notice. I've never looked for it, just out of curiosity's sake. There's our gold. No. On to have a time machine in. Oh, if he ripped up that card in front of me, I mean, I know that the card on its, oh, there's our autograph already. The card on its own, it's not worth, like thousands of dollars, but you can't destroy somebody else's property. Beautiful death. Rest of this way. This is Ian White. Stay up. That would be funny. Let's see, so we got 2.5 boxes to go. We got our sketch, we got our Night Watch relic. We still have another Reflections to go. Our 2 autographs per box, obviously. And if we are extremely lucky, I would love to see what one of these Dragon Glass cards looks like. But that was, I believe that said 1 in 10 cases. And also the pack will be, I'm guessing the pack will be super thick, so. see, 8,500 boxes. What's 8,500 divided by 12? 700 is would be 84. So there's probably 675 cases, 685 cases, something like that. So I think there's got to be even less than that of the Dragon Glass, because I thought it said 1 in 1,400 packs. Oh wait a minute, 288 packs in a case. Why am I thinking 144? So it's 1 in every 5 cases. So what's 1 in 5 come out to be? That's Bertha. Elizabeth Webster. Final 2. I would love to see a box number be way random of the other ones, but I don't think so. And all the Rittenhouse stuff. Has anybody ever seen box 1 or whatever the last, box, in this case, box 8,500? That'd be pretty cool. Gold relationship. And I guess on top of that, was there anything special in that box? The German seller of Rittenhouse. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh. You know what? I have on eBay, I have my saved searches. There's our gold. And then after that, I don't really look around too much. Nope, no thick pack there. I wonder, and you say German, I mean like from Germany German, so how do they even get this stuff? The cost to have it, I mean, you're talking a full pallet, it sounds like. Get that stuff drop shipped to you. Beautiful death. I mean, I guess if they're a big enough dealer, you buy enough of the product, you know, the exclusives and the archive boxes, they offset a big chunk of what you just spent. Looks like Roose Bolton there. Yep. What is that, Ollie? Brennick O'Connor. So that's Ollie. Looks like he just wrote Boo. And Michael Mickelhatton as Roose Bolton. Last box of case 5. Box number is 8289. One thing I'm curious about, I'm just going to go jump over to the checklist for a second, and with the autographs, let's see, did we get an EL? No. There's only 3 ELs in the whole thing. Alright, so we get Jonathan Price as a VL. Maisie Williams as a VL. I would have thought Thor was a VL, but he does not appear to be. Okay. And the only 3 ELs in the product were Sophie Turner, Aiden, whatever his name is, Littlefinger, Dylan, and the guy that plays Sadiq, I think it said. And I don't see a crazy thick pack, so no Dragon Glass for us. Yeah, I was just looking at it by rarity. I was not looking at the signers themselves. Because we got Mountain, we got Arya. Yeah, Melisandre, Melandra. I don't know why I cannot pronounce her name for some reason. Daenerys' assistant chick. Grey Worm's woman. Let's see how we do in this last one. You know what? Oh, there it is. I was just about to say we never got our other reflections. So who do we get? Marjorie, and who's on the other side of Marjorie? Lady Tyrell. You know, actually, I was going to say that. Is Lady Tyrell. I don't think I've ever seen her signature in any of the Game of Thrones products. That'd be a huge get. I mean, she was huge back in the, I guess it would have been like the early 60s, right? When the Avengers were out. This is our last gold. Yep. I feel like she has been. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like I remember seeing her in one of the Bond sets. I mean, obviously she's got to have cards in the set, but well, Rittenhouse didn't put it out, but there was an Avengers set. Alright. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, my phone's fully charged. Gotta unplug it. Okay, I didn't look. I swear I didn't look. I'm just gonna save them for last. See what we get. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll get something good. Okay. One autograph's in there. And one autograph's right here. We got one of the Sand Sisters. Which one do we get here? Obara, Keisha, Castle, Hughes. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. Nah. Well, actually, not a nah, but I always like Podrick. Come on. Focus for me. You know, it's neat opening up these cards, especially Season 1 when I was sorting out the sets. I mean, you know, to see how much younger these characters look, you know, from Season 7 to Season 1. You don't really realize it as much since you're, you know, watching them constantly. I think Gendry's going to end up on the Iron Throne. I think Snow and Daenerys will get together and they'll just go off on their own. They don't want to rule everything. Alright, so that is the end of Case 5. Quick recap. Then we'll move on to Case 1. So our sketch was Dan Gorman. Alright, so we got Podrick. Roose Bolton, 1-1, or Woon. There's Gilly, Arya, I forget, what was his name? No, Meryn Trant, that creep. There's Thor, High Sparrow, that's one of the VLs. The Maisie's VL2. There's Carrie Ingram. Let's see, there's oh my god, why am I drawing? Ramsey. Whew, jeez. Masan, I don't know why I can't pronounce this. I just cannot get it right. Missandei. And there's Melisandre. And that was really it. Okay, I have to stop recording so I can save this video. It'll give me a chance. I'll move all this crap out of the way. And then we'll get to Case 1, what everybody's been waiting for. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys all in just a couple of minutes.